This week's videos are brought to you by Rocket Money, a personal finance app that I've been using since way before we partnered with them. More on them soon. Citizens of the Reject Nation, we're going to watch today Longlegs.
Is this a Nicolas Cage movie?
It says right there, isn't that Nicolas Cage?
Man!
I didn't have to say it. That means I did an all right job. And then
you guess what this is? Guess what this is?
I don't need to guess. You did not just spend 10 minutes trying to look it up on YouTube how to do the itsy bitsy spider because she thinks this has something to do with spiders.
Longlegs. You could call me Daddy. Daddy Longlegs.
Anyway, guys, this is a movie that for some reason people have been requesting, specifically Roxy and I cover together.
Yeah, they've been asking for us, so we're here.
For this particular film.
Why are you confused that people want us?
No one ever really requests you and I specifically for a specific film.
Why? We're awesome together.
I think
blow it up. Watch it all fall out.
Yeah, boom, a kamikaze. Anyway, guys, listen, we're gonna watch
Not
this.
a kamikaze.
Leave a like on this video. Subscribe and click that bell because we got other crap coming up that might pique your interest. Praper, you guys are doing a banger job. Full-length action watch long. That's what they sync with their own copy, Roxy.
Hell yeah.
For Longlegs. And you watch the whole thing with us from beginning to end with the sync up, time code. And we also cover several things over there exclusively, highlights and watch longs included. Follow us on the socials.
Yeah, follow the socials, follow the socials, follow the socials.
Kicking so much butt, Roxy and I. We are just nailing it. We give other people credit for being part of it, but guys, it's really just us.
It has been awesome. You make a great social partner, and it has been so cool to watch it blow up. Also, dope shirt you're wearing.
This is a new Cult of Shejeks t-shirt that whatever Spanish word for sister is, drew with the direction and guidance from Tara and Roxy.
Hermana.
Did you say yeehaw?
Hermana.
Did you say yeehaw?
No, Iha. Iha, which is daughter. I was wrong. It's Hermana. I do Duolingo.
Content. This is a really great shirt. This is my favorite one. I've worn it a lot. I started wearing it before they launched it.
This is amazing. Shout out. I don't know if we're allowed to say this, so cut it off or not. Shout out to your sister.
I just shouted her.
I didn't hear you.
What are you talking? I literally said my sister drew it, and you spent forever trying to figure out how to say sister in Spanish. What? This is what I work with. I didn't know why. I didn't know why I was trying to say sister. I just knew you asked for what sister in Spanish.
You did an awesome job. This is my favorite of the things we've done so far. And you can see little Cult of Shejek designs in there. You probably already told them that too. I'm sweating.
Let's watch this, guys.
Hermana. I have heard not one thing about this. Is this like a scary thing?
I feel like this is like a super serious.
Serious?
Yeah.
All right, I'm putting my serious face on.
Well, you're slim and you're weak. You've got the teeth of a hydra upon you. You're dirty, sweet, and you're my girl, T-Rex, 1971.
You're my girl. T-Rex were extinct way before 1971.
Creepy.
Do you think this is the aspect ratio for the entire movie?
No, I think the vibe I'm getting is that we're in the POV of someone, and when they're POV, this is the aspect ratio.
Baby, you can drive my car. Placing bets that there's going to be blood on the snow at some point.
Oh, no, it's still in that aspect ratio. What a 70 shot.
So the quote is 71. Is that the year you think we're in?
Maybe, yeah. Why would you go out there?
Because she's a kid.
Is this like your parents' car?
Why are you victim blaming?
Ooh, love these cuts.
I'm loving the sound. It's going to go up. One more. Rule threes.
Ah! Whoa! That was weird.
There she is. The almost birthday girl.
What the hell?
It seems I wore my long legs today. What happens if I...
Woo-hoo! What the hell?
What happens if what?
That's a creepy
Okay, change ratios and hit me with the tunes. Let's go, baby.
Oh, Blair Underwood. Oh, okay, that's right. Okay, he's playing Longlegs.
Yeah. See, it's getting bigger. You see it getting bigger. You see it's getting wider? That red is pulling out. Yes! Don't forget to pull out.
Wise sage advice from Roxy Stryer today.
Pull and pray,
Pull
baby.
out, people.
Oh, this is exactly my kind of groove. If you're going to scare the crap out of me, at least give me hope first. Man, Nicolas Cage movies don't miss anymore.
He literally can do whatever he wants.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. He's probably got like the ultimate career. Okay.
Part one of how many?
4.
Okay.
His letters. Okay.
All right, kids. This is the part where you get to do the things the grown-ups don't want to do anymore. Door to door, on foot, knock, knock. Have you seen this man? Just like in the movies. Parties have already been assigned, so no one gets hurt feelings. Suspect likes to visit a certain kind of neighborhood. He's a middle-aged Caucasian male and not likely to go quietly.
This guy looks way too chipper.
Go alert. Be careful. That's all.
She looks so disturbed by this case already.
Well, she was the little girl that we saw at the beginning.
You think so?
I do. Oh, no, we're still in that time period, so maybe she has to go figure out who killed that girl.
I am good to be the one who goes up and knocks if you want to be the one who hangs back. You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
I don't like the vibe of this cop.
What year does that car look to you? Yeah, when they said, have you seen this man? And then we cut to him, it was like, is he this man? Whoever we're looking for.
I feel like this is all supposed to be like reality, but I kind of like this demonic bent it's taken.
You mean visually?
Yeah, like tonally. Wow, the symmetry of that house.
Is that the window from the little girl?
Nah, that house was isolated.
I'm just trying to draw the connection.
It's that one.
What's what one?
3525. He's in there.
What makes you say that?
I don't know. We should call it in.
Intuition.
Well, no, because we're not going to call it a hunch on our first day out doing this. Just relax. But I'll go take a look. All right? Just please, relax.
That low to high angle is really freaky.
That's exactly what I was just thinking about.
FBI!
This is such a gripping atmosphere, like right off the bat.
Well, it's low-key Pleasantville-like right now in the neighborhood.
Hi there.
But
Hi,
eerie
can you take a look at
Pleasantville?
that for me?
Whoa, shit. Oh my God. Her instincts were right. Oh, damn. Plasticed up.
Also, call for backup before you do what you just did. He's inside. Why would you go in there without doing that?
I mean, she might have done it in between the cuts. You got to get him. Wow, the reveal of this.
It's very Dexter. Another show you didn't watch?
I loved it.
Okay. Yes. Got one. Do you think we're in Longlegs' house?
I think this is just one of the many houses he occupies.
Don't move.
That's not Nicolas Cage.
No. He's behind the door or something, or behind her. All right, so this movie's unpredictable to me. I've made several not right predictions so far.
Special Agent Lee Harker. Can someone tell me what I'm doing here?
Special Agent Lee Harker, are you ready to begin?
Oh, she's going to get assigned to find Longlegs.
State the first word that comes to mind to accompany each image. Are you ready to begin?
Let's play along.
Yes. Camera. Table.
It's happening very fast.
Tiger.
How do you do this so fast?
Door. Mother. Father. Piano.
A number has been generated between 0 and 100 inclusive. What is the number?
I don't know.
No, follow your feelings.
A number has been generated between 0 and 100 inclusive.
27.
0.
What is this, like, psychological evaluation? I've never seen anything like that.
You a baseball fan, Harker?
No, sir.
Maybe something intuition.
You beat that numbers generator 8 times. How'd you do that?
I also missed it 8 times.
You learn from failure.
Half psychic is better than not psychic at all, I'd say.
Whoa, is there, like, an actual supernatural element to this?
Family of 4 lived in that house for 12 years. The Horns. Nice people. Dad taught at the college, coached t-ball. Mom ran the church bake sale. And then 2 months ago, they all get murdered inside.
This guy has a beautiful voice.
4 victims, but technically 3 murders in it.
The father?
Yeah, he didn't do it halfway either. Stabbed his wife 61 times before the blade snapped off the handle.
Ugh.
What about the kids?
What about him?
How many wounds?
You can read about it in the file.
Too tough for him.
You said 4 were murdered. I don't understand.
Neither do we.
A letter was left with the bodies, written in a coded alphabet, and not in the hand of anyone in any way connected to the families. So we have 10 letters like it.
Ooh, like the Zodiac.
10 houses, 10 families, over the past 30 years. And all of them
Got it.
signed with one word.
Longlegs.
Longlegs.
So we saw in the 70s, that was the beginning. This is modern day.
And I feel like it's her. You still don't think so?
No. I think that was like one of his first victims.
Even though that was 30 years ago and she looks similar?
Someone or something is making the fathers do it. So far, we've been goddamn to figure out what or who.
I'm telling you, she's not ready for this.
You got a better idea, Browning, then you can run with it. There you go, Harker.
Clinton.
All right, Clinton.
Tell me your version of what happened in Colfax with the shooting of Agent Fisk.
It's like something tapping me on the shoulder, telling me where to look.
You identified a suspect's house. No prior knowledge, no real indication that it was any way different than all the cookie cutters all around it. Anything like that ever happened to you before?
From time to time, sir.
Maybe we'll just call you highly intuitive.
Yes, sir.
She's like a robot. That intuition has caused a lot of disturbing events in her life.
And only 50% of the time.
All the victim families have daughters whose birthdays are on the 14th of any given month.
Interesting. So he murders on Valentine's Day.
Only the Horns were actually murdered on that date.
And the day after my birthday.
Get to work.
And the day before Coy's. It's a very cool setup.
I'm loving her performance because you're getting a sense of her abilities, but you could also see how her abilities have caused so much disturbance in her life.
Yeah, and so far it's not fully supernatural. It is like intuition.
It's not my daughter.
Sir,
Ooh.
I gotta be quiet. I gotta be quiet
sir, where are you?
when she's sleeping.
Damn, this feels like true crime. It's like 7 meets Silence of the Lambs.
Hello? Can you stay on the line?
So he murdered his daughter because what? Something possessed her?
911. What is your message?
I guess it's going to be the debate.
Is I forgot to put my long legs on this morning an expression?
I know. I don't know. Wow, these visuals look so authentic.
I must have lost track of time.
Just the vastness.
I'm still thirsty. You thirsty? Come on, let's go for a drink.
Go get drunk.
I don't drink.
You don't drink, you're right. I'll drink while you tell me things.
I drink and I know things. I drink and you tell me things.
Well, there's no signs of forced entry. In fact, forensics says there's no indication he was ever in the house at all. There's only the bodies of the victims, and they've all been killed with something from inside the house. 2 times a shotgun, both legally registered to the father. 8 times a knife from the family's kitchen. Once a hammer from the family's toolbox.
All right, and?
Longlegs would have to be inside the house to use the shotgun, the knife, the hammer. But according to physical evidence, he never is.
Oh, can he like manipulate people?
If it wasn't for the letters he left behind, it's almost like he was never there at all.
Like he doesn't commit the murder himself.
He murders them, but not in person.
Yeah, but the dad said that the daughter wasn't his daughter, so I wonder if he goes after the daughters.
Tells the families what he wants them to do.
Yeah, exactly.
To themselves, to each other, and
Yep.
then they do it.
Wow, that reads like a page out of Manson.
There's a helter-skelter vibe.
Manson had accomplices, his family.
You think Longlegs has help?
No.
Bedtime.
I'll drive.
I really love the writing. You get to know who these characters are just by these like subtle interactions and choices they make.
Her voice sounds so young. It's interesting.
Yeah, there's a bit of an innocence to it.
Yeah, like childlike.
Get to come meet my wife and kid.
Do I have to?
He's gonna die in this movie. If this is a typical Hollywood movie.
Oh, sir, do I have to? It's quite the response to meet my wife and kids.
Yeah, I guess I screwed that up, huh?
Hello.
Oh, hey, this is Agent Lee Harker. Harker, it's my beautiful wife, Anna, and our daughter.
She's so socially uncomfortable.
Do you want to see my room?
Respond. She's so out of her element.
That was me.
That was you when I took you to our neighbor's house.
What happened to this one?
Its head got cut off, and I don't know where it is.
Guess that's more my job.
Did you want to be an FBI agent when you were a little girl?
No, I actually wanted to be an actress.
That messes up kids.
Future.
So they say.
I'm just curious if that's a hint to us that she's performing some things.
It is a ponderous thought. Like maybe you want to like not be yourself too.
Agent Harker's got a lot of very important work to do. And Miss Ruby Carter, it's tomorrow.
Can she come to my birthday party?
Wow, you really took a liking to her.
Sounds great to me. Why don't you ask her?
I feel like I'm watching The Terminator.
I'll be there.
Yeah, kids like people that don't treat them like kids, so.
Is this movie just that dark? Yeah, it's super dark.
She's a cigarette smoker.
A lot of fixation on the trees. She'd live at a cabin?
Hello?
Hi, Mom.
Oh, she's human.
Are you okay?
Yep. Spent the day at home. Where else would I be?
What are you doing in the house? Do you have to let the phone ring so long?
Trying to go through some stuff over here.
She seems so uncomfortable right now.
Yeah, I'm okay. I just can't sleep. A lot on my mind. Work stuff.
Aw, nice to see her smile.
She looks completely different.
Yeah.
Unrecognizable in this shot to me.
Want to tell me about it?
No.
Don't forget, I was a nurse for 8 years. Saw more than my fair share of nasty stuff.
I think I just need to be quiet for a little bit.
Somebody's birthday coming up.
Ooh, what the hell?
Mom, I gotta go. I'll call you back, okay?
That sounded really clear. What the hell? I do not answer doors for people who come knocking that late at night.
Yeah. Do you think it's possible it's the fellow cop or?
I don't know, it was kind of an aggressive bang.
Yeah, cops bang like that.
Hello?
You think this is going to be Nicolas Cage?
No.
Me neither.
Smart.
We haven't introduced that many characters. It could be. Uh-oh.
Why didn't you look through the peephole?
To see all the steeples.
Oh my God, it's him.
It's interesting who runs towards danger and who runs away.
I mean, she's trained, but I love it because you could tell how like there's so much fear but bravery.
She's got to be the girl from the beginning, Greg. She's so personally connected to this, seemingly.
Oh my God, that is so scary. Oh my God, I hate that so much. What are the odds?
That what?
If it is Longlegs, that Longlegs would show up here. You gotta control your breath. You're giving yourself away too much.
Yeah. We know she's intuitive. Is she seeing something that's not there? Uh-oh, something's about to happen. If you were Tara, I'd purge the crap out of you right now. Oh.
Ooh, creepy.
14th.
Yeah.
On the 14th.
Ooh. Oh, it's so creepy.
Would you wait to open it?
No, of course not.
What did part 2 was it called?
All of your things.
All of your things.
Oh my God, this is gonna be a great cat and mouse game.
Oh, he's going after the detective's daughter.
Oh, so that prediction might come true. Damn, he was right there in your sights.
Do you think that they're going to think it's her? Because she predicted where he was going to be and that she's the accomplice?
I don't know about that. It's pretty obvious it's not her.
To us, we're watching the movie.
It's been 30 years. There's no way. What a fascinating movie. I did not think this part of this is how the plot would go. I thought she'd be hunting him for a while.
Unless this is like a Fight Club situation. We saw her then, and for 30 years she's been doing something. I don't know.
Hello, no one
666, devil.
Are you there? Call me
Tell
back.
them how you got this, how it came into your head. I'll cut off her
Hanging, something milk.
and bleed your mommy dead. Dr. Seuss really lost his touch as he got older.
Yes, Mom, I'm fine.
Harker, Carter's looking.
Yeah, I'll be right in.
I really thought this was going down like that Seven path or Silence of the Lambs, where it's like the fact that they're crossing paths already, and he's like kind of the serial killer's connecting to her so early on. That makes a really intriguing plot. That's really unique.
That's cool. I like her ponytail.
I could see why they wanted us to react together.
Him again. We're real late on this one. Looks like the family's planning a trip. Brenda soon they're gone, so don't bother to check in on them. Found plane tickets for Los Angeles and reservations for Disneyland. Sounds like a nice idea.
Damn, consistently doing this for 30 years?
And the girl's birthday was the 14th?
Seems like it.
Oh, she can read it already.
How'd you figure that out?
I only looked long enough, sir.
Which was almost no time.
There's a dead family in the master bedroom, so let's go take a long look at that.
I feel like he's going to be looking at her sideways at some point.
I mean, yeah, she's a little...
Yeah, you see what I'm saying now? Like,
We found Dad in the garage, wrist and throat, kitchen knife in his hand. His wounds look self-inflicted, but we'll be sure when we're sure. This is everyone else here, and it's not great.
How long ago?
I'd say about a month.
Ugh, good. Oh, man.
How old's the girl?
I'm guessing 9 or 10.
9. 9 was the age of the card.
Lee?
Yes, still your only daughter.
Huh. I wonder if this, like, talks with Mom helps her feel like she's human still.
Anyways, I was calling to let you know that I'm going to be busy now with work. I probably won't be able to make it. I want to, it's just...
Is she crying?
Mom, are you still there?
Be careful they don't work you too hard, all right?
Yeah, but it's good. They put me on something important.
Yeah? What is it?
Longlegs.
Well, I can't tell you. You wouldn't want to hear about it anyways.
Not nice things.
I don't think the Bureau has a division for nice things.
Do you think her being a nurse is going to be relevant? Like she's going to need some wound care at some point?
These calls don't sound real to me.
You think she's making up and her mom's dead?
I think so.
Listen, I gotta go.
Lee, honey, our prayers protect us from the devil.
I know, Mom. I'll call you later, okay?
Maybe it's not exactly modern day because she's talking on a payphone.
Modern day?
I don't think it's like today.
Well, we saw Clinton.
This might be the 90s
I would say if
or early 2000s.
it was the 70s before. I'm guessing that.
Pattern recognition.
Somehow he's partially in her because of what happened when she was a kid. If I'm wrong about that, I'm wrong about a lot, but that's what I think's going on. Like how he got to everybody else, but he didn't fully get to her.
9 circles of hell. As above, so below.
We watched that.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did.
666.
Damn, this is an artistic ass serial killer. You really mapped this out. You have to do the numbers, create the whole triangle and match it.
It's an algorithm.
Oh, that's what he's following.
His algorithm.
Help me out more.
The first murder happens on July 14th, 1966. The rest occur within 6 days of the daughter's birthdays, either before or after, creating an inverted triangle.
Really?
Okay, what am I supposed to do with this?
I also decoded all his letters. The one thing that stood out was the repeated reference to the fine time we had at the Camera family farm, where X's marked the spot.
Fine time we had the camera.
The Camera family. I was at Georgetown when that happened.
Their local priest makes his weekly visit, but it goes bad due to Carrie Ann's father and the axe from the tool shed. Kills the priest, his wife, and then himself.
Jeez.
Carrie Ann's at school, so she survives. Look at the date.
March 8th.
Now look at Carrie Ann's birthday.
Yo, this woman's so cool.
March 14th.
6 days apart.
Got a little smile on her face.
I believe Longlegs was at the Camera family farm, and it's possible that Carrie Ann saw him.
But what about the 13th? It's missing.
I'm still not sure about that.
That was her.
But it's
when
3
she was
days from now.
Oh, no.
Maybe Longlegs will kill again.
His daughter.
And it's Carrie Ann. She's still alive?
Water Rock Psychiatric Hospital.
It's not far from here.
132 miles, sir.
And the old farm?
89.
Let's start there.
Let's go.
He's like, the best hire we ever made was you.
It's amazing. After all these years, they haven't been able to catch him. Some killers do get away for a very long time.
Some killers never get caught.
Yeah.
They just caught a killer back east he's dead now, but he had killed people for decades and decades and left them in these dunes, and they finally just caught him, and he's dead. Good story, Rux.
It's a beautiful story.
I get why she's not telling him about the letter she got because of the threats that were in there, but at the same time, his daughter's at serious risk.
Guess she's hoping to solve it beforehand.
And she's going to be at the birthday party. Not that that's when it would happen anyway, but...
X's mark the spot.
Sound design, man.
Whew. It's very Fincher-esque in the way the yellow lighting is consistent throughout this film. It's like a yellow and blue hue. Comes and goes.
Feels a little bit like Zodiac.
Yeah.
Spiderweb.
Spiderweb, you're getting your wish, man. Itsy bitsy. Itsy bitsy Longlegs.
It is wild how little of this movie Nicolas Cage is in so far.
I know. It's interesting to like tell you up front that he's playing Longlegs too, like in the credits.
Yeah. Because even the visual that we saw, it didn't look like him. So some people might not have known.
Carter?
Yeah.
Hey, Mr. Carter. Cool shot. Unbelievable visual there.
Wow, this is massive.
I can't believe the daylight and the flashlights are the same color light.
Yeah, that's true. So the man's a Satanist.
We know she knows about religion because her mom talked about the devil, so she must have been raised that way.
That's a solid point because it probably invokes a little bit more fear into her. Like, I get creeped out by that stuff even though I'm not Catholic anymore.
Triangle.
Oh, shit. Oh, my goodness.
What is that?
Looks
A
like
doll?
Big doll.
You don't recognize her as a religious symbol or something?
No.
She's going to open her eyes. I got that one right.
She's handmade, that's for sure.
Autopsy
oh,
of
my God. There's real hair on it.
Porcelain head, hands and feet. Unbleached canvas body, cotton stuffing. The hair is human, what's left of it.
Ew.
Beautifully made by a highly skilled craftsman.
What about the ball there?
It was inside the head.
Ew.
So I've been calling it the brain. It's hollow, empty of object or matter. But listen.
I love how fascinated this guy is. That's the sound she hears.
Yeah. Like maybe he's implanting that in people's heads.
Okay, is this like the instinctual feeling she's getting?
I don't know. What was up with the snakes?
Yeah, so...
What's your name, little angel? Nice to meet you, Carrie Ann.
Ew.
Now, I know you're not afraid of a little bit of dark.
Wasn't Carrie Ann the one? So he named her after the girl that they were talking about earlier?
Possibly.
The other night I could have sworn it was whispering my ex-wife's name over and over again. But I've been working very late, and of course it wasn't.
Yeah, can the brain be opened up?
Of course, but it's not likely there's a solution to your case in there, because there's nothing in there.
So when they do cut to Longlegs' perspective, it is in that frame rate, the dimensions, or maybe just the flashbacks.
Yeah, because when the girl with the bows was sitting in the room, we still saw it like that.
That's the same car from the beginning of the movie. I was wrong again.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's him.
Right. The car from the beginning.
Yeah, no, but I was wrong. That I think it's just in the flashbacks where they use that. Yeah. I mean, how does someone not call the cops on this kind of guy? Just look at him.
Can I help you with anything else today?
Cuckoo, 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 cuckoo.
Now it's Roxy's movie.
What day is your birthday, little angel?
Daddy, that gross guy is back again.
Maybe don't say that.
How has this guy never been caught? He just seems like it's just someone who you encounter in your life. Now I hear Nicolas Cage's voice in there. What a weird structure.
2 days ago, Carrie Ann is postcard catatonic, was slumped in a chair by the door for as long as I've been here. And I've been here 8 years.
You said Carrie Ann?
Then yesterday, she gets a visitor, and I've never seen that happen either. Someone flipped a switch on the back of her head, and all of a sudden, she's right there, wide awake, eyes bright.
You saw this visitor?
He's implanting something in their brains.
But the log should say.
Lee Harker.
Does the guard check IDs?
Someone on the production had to write all that in.
Sound like a good idea, but no, we do not require that.
So they're pretending to be her.
Thank you, Carrie Ann, for taking the time to talk to me today.
Unless it actually was her.
I've seen you before, ain't I?
She has short hair. Did it get cut off for the doll?
I don't think so.
You've been to my house. Or someone looks lots like you anyway.
How are you feeling today, Carrie Ann?
Different. It's like a long dream and so dark and nowhere between here and there.
A void.
What's that called? Doing the limbo.
Purgatory.
And before the long dream, do you remember anything? Do you remember coming here?
She looks like the Sabrina actress too.
Do you remember your parents?
The one from Twisters that I couldn't get her name.
Oh yeah.
Karen Chirpka, whatever.
They didn't know what to do with themselves. I mean, gosh, and I knew I was a handful as it was.
What the hell is going on right now?
I don't know.
Mom always hated me because I'd come out wrongly when I was born.
Oh, that's why she has that C-section. Yeah.
Let her up too much.
Ew. Oh, what are we watching right now? Oh my God.
It's like a voodoo doll situation.
She's just fantasizing about killing her own daughter.
Yeah.
Papa was a good man.
Oh, that's the dad that we found in the house?
That's something I remember good.
I don't like this.
That's why he done it.
Very interesting reaction. Whoa.
Why'd he kill the priest?
We don't know. Oh. Whoa. Jesus Christ.
You had a visitor yesterday. Can you describe him for me?
Gosh, I don't ever want to forget him.
Whoa.
I was just waiting on him to come and get me.
That's the last thing I expected to hear.
To come and tells me something's to do for him. Or even better, to do something for the man down the stairs.
The man down the stairs?
The devil?
And boy, I just want to do whatever so he says me to do. Like if he told me to take a jumpy out a window, I'd surely do. Just happy as peaches to watch the ground as it come up to meet me.
If it's that girl, she's very good.
Or if he told me to kill you right here in this room with my bare hand, I'd surely do.
How does he incept her brain?
Just happy as peaches to watch your heavy heart go pop, pop, and your eyes is to go all to blood.
Happy as peaches.
Do you remember having a doll? A special doll that looked just like you?
Nope. And you don't remember it either. You dirty, flirty old angel bitch.
Okay.
Ooh.
Dirty, flirty, old angel bitch. Is that what she said?
Yeah.
Okay, angel. Yeah, he's in their brain somehow with whatever that, ball was.
This man has the weirdest life.
So, he murders a family in 75, but he probably isn't even in the house when they killed. Then comes back almost 20 years later to visit the only survivor, signs in as agent chasing him, and then leaves his only surviving victim feeling much, much better than before he got there.
She came out of her catatonia the same day we found the doll.
Yeah, that could be anything but a coincidence.
Nope, there's no coincidence here.
Look, we opened the bar in the doll's head, and there's nothing inside.
Maybe we're missing something. Something that, I don't know, makes it work. In some cultures, dolls are used in magic to control people.
Voodoo.
So he kills them with a doll from somewhere else by what? Remote control? Longlegs is just a man, Harker.
But how does he pull it off then?
I don't know yet, Greg.
How does he pull it off if it's not magic? If it's not supernatural?
How does Longlegs know your name, Harker?
I don't know, sir.
You know, last week this investigation is ice cold. Then you come on to it, and all of a sudden it's flowing.
Saw this coming.
What aren't you telling me?
Yup. There we go. Doing your cop job. I wanted to see you be good at your job.
I revisited your file. When was the last time you talked to your mother?
Okay, so she is alive.
No, he could mean before she was killed or something. I don't know.
Sorry, sir. What does that have to do with the case?
She called on a police report.
Oh.
January 13th, 1974. That's one day before your 9th birthday. That makes your birthday the 14th.
The 14th? Oh my God, were you right?
She did?
And you're...
Gave a description of a trespasser.
She doesn't remember.
Tall and pale. Look at me. Do you remember someone at your house that might have looked that way?
I don't know, sir.
You go see your mother and tell me what she says about the person who came to your house when you were a kid. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Freaky. Is that the house? I mean, it's like, it was so snowy, I can't tell. But he said that, like, there's a way to make you forget. January 14th, her birthday. Bet you feel real f***ing proud of yourself right now, don't you?
I just knew it. Call it intuition.
Oh my God, she looks like Longlegs.
Hi, Mom.
Oh my God, she's a hoarder.
Which means she's still going to have those yellow bows.
Will you tell me the honest truth about something?
I'll try.
Do you still say your prayers?
No, Mom. I never said my prayers, never once. They scared me. What's so funny?
You're right.
They don't work.
No, our prayers don't help us. Prayers don't do a goddamn thing.
Let me make you something to eat.
Gosh, this mess.
It's giving me anxiety to look at.
I grew up in a hoarder's home.
You did?
It was worse than this, though.
Worse?
Much worse.
Really?
For sure. By a lot.
The teeth. Oop, cockroach. Spider? No, it's a f***ing cockroach. You know how I f***ing feel.
Hell
right?
yeah. Pick it up with your bare hands.
Don't do that. Tell me when it's gone.
Snakes.
Oh, I can deal. I like snakes.
Yo, dude, you were right.
I know.
Good news. Got Deborah to cover my shift tomorrow.
I just didn't expect she would forget about it.
And it's somebody's birthday.
Yo, the mom aged wonderfully.
She looks like a young Keira Knightley.
I feel like the mom looks younger now. But how'd she forget about this?
We don't know that she fully did. We just know she's not verbalizing it. And also, Greg, have you never heard of people suppressing trauma?
I've never once done it.
Every time these do these lights through a window or a door, it's just such a cool shot.
Single mom. Hell yeah, Madre.
I can't believe it's going to be your birthday again so soon. What a day that was.
So Longlegs been keeping tabs on her this whole time.
I bled. Bled.
Do you remember my 9th birthday?
Bled. So is she a C-section baby too?
I wonder if that has something to do with it. It's not pure or something.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. I don't remember anything, do you?
Oh, she remembers. Look at the tear in her eyes.
What happened that day?
No.
What do you mean, no?
No, it's just the way it sounds, baby girl.
But you called the police about a trespasser.
No one ever came to visit us. Not any family.
What the hell happened?
No strangers, no big bad wolves, no anybody. But these are things a little girl shouldn't know.
I'm not a child anymore, Mom.
I'm an FBI.
You're not a child because you were allowed to grow up.
Allowed?
This is a cruel world, especially for the little things. Not all of them are allowed to live.
What are you talking about?
I might have forgotten everything I possibly could.
What's going on?
But I never threw anything away. All of your things, it's all in your room.
Oh, so there's like physical evidence that she probably has. Mom suffered some loss to make her a hoarder.
Whatever happened that day, probably. So your house is worse than up those stairs? You said way worse than that?
Yeah.
Are you being honest?
No, be dead honest. Yeah, it's awful.
I'm so sorry. That's really tough.
It's all right. Huh. Took the whole box home as evidence. The dolls. Did he, like, stay with them for a while?
Is it her dad for some reason?
Oh,
Something like...
That is so creepy.
That was freaky. My heart just really leapt.
What was the photo, though? Oh my god, it's a photo of him.
Excuse me. Who are you and why are you talking to my kid?
The upwards looking shots.
His ring. What is that ring?
Let me in now, and it can be now.
What are you doing? Yeah, I get why she would repress that.
Why doesn't she remember? Dumb broad.
What's this?
It's him. I found it in a box of photos at my house.
You really don't remember this guy? Okay, we're gonna need to bring her in. See what else she remembers.
We will, but for now we have this.
You sure you want to start a manhunt with this?
Yeah.
I'm sure.
He looks pretty similar.
What does "are you sure you want to start a manhunt with this" mean?
I don't know.
Isn't that what you guys have been doing?
Whoa, what a transition. He's a really easy person to identify.
He is so creepy looking. The HMU team crushed possible prosthetics.
They found him.
Or they're about to go right past him.
Sir, I'm gonna need you to get down on the ground.
Unrecognizable.
Yeah, it'd be crazy if they never told us Nicolas Cage was in this.
State your name for the camera.
Dale Ferdinand.
Dale Ferdinand.
Ever call yourself Longlegs?
I know I see Lee.
What?
Harker.
Harker.
The Herald Angels sing.
I cannot understand.
I'm a friend of a friend. And this friend wants me to stay. Happy birthday, Lee Harker. Anyone you want to know. And he'll be there. And you'll be there.
He's so f***ing creepy.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Lee Harker.
Damn, you need like a Nick Cage to do this. Someone just willing to go all crazy.
It goes on like that for a while.
For how long?
24 minutes.
All right, everyone out of here. Browning, Harker, you stay. Go, you guys go.
Wow, once they had that photo, they found him like nothing.
His luggage was stuffed with notebooks filled with handwriting. Handwriting that matches the letters found at the scene, and suffice to say, it's all heavily satanic. Agent Harker.
What a looming shot.
Bureau does appreciate your contribution here. It also puts us in an odd position. So far, there's no physical evidence that Cobble has ever killed anyone. I mean, he worships the devil, that's for sure. But in the United States of America, he's allowed to do that. I'm more concerned about the fact that he knows who you are, Agent Harker, but...
This dialogue's a little dense.
He can't do anything else about that now that we have him.
Huh?
This dialogue's a little expository.
With 7 heads and 10 horns. And on his horns he wore 10 crowns. And on each head was written the blasphemous name.
Book of Revelations, isn't it?
Revelation. There's no S, it's singular.
Like Christopher Reeve.
Longlegs isn't alone.
Or Nordstrom.
He has to have someone helping him. Maybe multiple, but it has to be someone that the families felt comfortable letting into their house.
Someone they know or have met before.
Maybe a child
or a cop.
We got the guy who wrote the letters.
But it's not over. The triangle is incomplete. We're still missing the 13th.
The 13th is today, Agent Harker. What are we supposed to do about that?
We can expect his accomplice to
What about
kill
the
at least
daughter?
one more family.
The daughter.
Yeah.
The daughter asked for her to be at the birthday party.
And Cobble's the only one who knows who that is.
You got to interrogate the man. You got Silence of the Lambs and shit.
Cobble? Where is he now?
He's downstairs.
The moment we've been waiting for.
Right under your feet.
Right under your feet.
I'm a friend of a friend.
What friend?
My friend that lives downstairs.
The devil.
Downstairs? Downstairs from where?
Everywheres. You can even call him Mr. Downstairs.
Dude, I love how game Nick Cage was for this.
Totally.
Doesn't even
He's
show his
doing
face
an
a lot.
unbelievable job, yeah.
Yeah.
His agent was probably like, you got to stop doing roles no one knows are you. Put his name in the beginning.
Oh, there she is.
But in those screeches, I hear his voice.
The almost birthday girl.
Whoa.
It's funny. The day you decided to go into law enforcement, you were 20.
How do you track all this?
We had such a big laugh about it. Although it was only me who laughed, not she.
She.
Who is she that you're talking about?
The mom?
The seventh she, to be given the same choice that they've all been given. Crimson or clover.
What does that mean?
Accept the gift and destroy it. And destroy yourself and yourselves.
What?
Or keep it and bow all the way down to the dirty work.
So he recruited her mom or another girl?
You don't work alone, do you? Someone's been helping you. An accomplice.
Knock, knock on the farmhouse door. A nice lady with a Bible and a congratulations, you have been selected. Right here on the orders from the man downstairs. The Camera family farmhouse will be so bright and white, you can't miss it.
Carrie Ann?
Camera family.
Yeah.
What did you say to her at the mental institution?
Oh, but Lee, your house was even whiter when I came to visit.
Whoa.
January 13th, 1974, right?
And then my house number 8 was so white, whiter than a fish's throat, whiter than... I knew then that the work we were doing was immaculate.
What is going to be the crescendo?
But your work's over. It's done. And you're gonna be in here for the rest of your life.
Yes, I am done, but I won't only be in here. I'll be a little bit of everywhere.
Where?
Waiting in the wings, in her father's wings.
I am absorbed by everything he is doing right now. He's got to have multiple helpers.
The players are the cop's wife or daughter, Carrie Ann, her mom, like...
Yeah.
Who is the man downstairs?
Why don't you ask your mommy?
My mother doesn't know anything.
Hail Satan.
Ooh. Ooh. Stop him. Stop him.
Oh, the teeth.
Ugh.
That's the image.
Oh, yeah, the cover. Ugh. Oh, my God.
I thought there was going to be 3 parts. You think 4. We'll see.
There's definitely 3. The movie will be over in like 20 minutes.
That's more than enough. We had the guy, and now we got nothing. We let all those families die, and nothing about any of that is better or okay, but it's done. And as for the 13th, while you were in there, Carrie and Camera jumped off the roof at Water Rock.
Oh, my God.
Why is he mad at her?
He must have told her to do that when he saw her. Just like he somehow told all the others to do what he wanted. But he did it alone, with no accomplices. No black magic, no voodoo, no nothing.
Mad because I think they wanted to like put him away and also get all the answers for everything.
What does her mom know? Seems like her mom took a deal that none of the other parents did, and that's why the parents are all dead. I don't know.
You didn't have to come with me.
I wasn't gonna let you drive after what you saw today. How do you want to do this?
I should go in alone. I'll tell her we need to bring her in for questioning, that we think she could help us identify the accomplice.
All right, I'll stay right here.
She's like, your mom's the accomplice.
I don't know. Is she going to make it out alive?
But how do her, like, massive intuition abilities factor into all this?
I think that comes from having had sensed him from when she was a kid because she met him. And then maybe something was planted in her mom.
Seems like there's some, like, hypnotic thing.
Yeah. Wow. It's so chaotic in here. I'm sorry. It's triggering. Oh, no.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. That is so creepy.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. That's so creepy. The car.
Looking at the car.
Mom?
Oh, shit. The reality. Oh, that's horrifying.
Where is she going?
I don't know. I think she's looking for her. That was a dizzying ass shot.
Mom! Put the gun down!
Oh my goodness. Whoa, little her.
What is that thing?
You got him. Now he's free.
You mean Cobble. But Cobble's he's gone. It's done now.
And you're free too, baby girl.
Whoa. What the hell?
Those the voodoo dolls.
Sort of that implant thing is.
Yeah.
How do they implant that?
We're gonna see that ball.
Oh, I guess it is some type of super spiritual thing. Answers.
Once upon a time, there was a girl named Lee. She lived in a little house with her mother, and no one ever came to visit them. No family, no anyone. One day, a man did come, a doll maker.
Just dropping off an early birthday gift. A gift from the church.
The doll maker started his work, his terrible magic, the work of the devil.
Damn, the devil's real in this.
The doll made the little girl forget and told her where to look and what not to see. The devil wanted the little girl for his own, but her mother could never let that happen.
Oh, shit.
You could have made nice with me, but you didn't. And now that has led to all of this.
Ooh, see the eyes.
So her mother begged for the little girl's life to be spared. In exchange, she would have to help him. She had once been a nurse.
Nurse things factoring in.
Now her work would be murdering families.
Wow, this whole time,
And so it went like this.
the mom was the real murderer.
Knock, knock, knock on the farmhouse door.
Posing as a nun. That's so trustworthy.
Honey, congratulations. You've won. A gift from the church. All her mother had to do was get it inside. And from his hiding place within the dolls, the devil did the rest.
Whoa. Creepy.
All her mother had to do was watch and make sure it happened the way he wanted it to. That was the deal that she made.
So it's real.
I feel like I got all of that right.
Did you really guess that?
Well, I thought it was the mother, but then I also guessed everybody else. But the mom was doing creepy. Wow, so she's alive. They haven't changed that pattern since the 70s.
But what happens when the doll dies? When like she just blew off the doll's head, so what happens to
I
her?
don't know, maybe it just makes her free. Remember when she asked her mom why it takes her so long to get her to the phone?
It's symbolism. Her whole world's been turned upside down.
Very true. The wigs.
It's his camp. It's Longlegs camp. Has he been living there this whole time?
The man underneath.
Oh my God, he's been living there this
Downstairs, the guy
whole time.
downstairs.
You gotta be kidding me.
Why does it take her so long to get to the phone?
She's working downstairs.
That's what I'm saying. The mom. You remember what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Oh, shit. What? Oh my God, is it the cult?
She gonna take his car there?
Oh no! What are you becoming? Kind of like when Nick Cage was screaming. What are you gonna do? Oh my God! I feel like a big crime scene has just gone down. Do you think so? No, thank God. Or not yet.
Hey, Harker, you made it.
Hi there, Harker. It's really nice that you came.
They're behaving like a bunch of weirdos.
Uh-oh.
Is everything okay?
Yeah, of course, everything's great. Yeah, in fact, you're here just in time because Miss Ruby just started opening her presents.
But they see the gun and they're not saying anything. Why are they? Well, maybe they didn't see the gun.
Yep, it's begun.
Yeah. What?
Carter, that's my mom. She's the accomplice. She's Cobble's accomplice.
Sit down!
Oh my God.
Don't mind me. I'm just a friend of a friend.
No, Carter, you have to listen to me.
You gotta throw that doll out.
Honey, maybe now would be a good time to bring out the cake.
Where are the other people for the party?
The cakes. Yeah, I'll find something to cut up the cakes with.
Ooh.
Yeah, I gotta cut the cakes. It was your stupid suggestion in the first place to have to cut up the cakes.
The woman is already dead, and the little girl will be next.
Would you like to join me in the kitchen, honey?
That's so sad and creepy. What if she just grabbed the doll and threw it out?
He's gonna kill her right now.
I know, you're just letting it happen.
Mom, why are you doing this?
If they don't die, then we will burn and twist in hell forever and ever.
Oh my God, you're just letting this happen.
I'm doing this for you, just like I've always done, so that the little girl named Lee would be allowed to grow up.
The ring.
And that makes it right. And so I'll do it again, and again, and again.
Ugh, I don't like this at all.
And I'll do it until I stand upon the sand of the sea, and I see a beast rise up out of the sea.
The trees.
Carter, stop!
Shit. Oh no, what's the little girl gonna do?
Move away from the girl.
Mom, please.
Don't! Come in!
Oh shit. Huh. Kinda makes a little cross. Blow that doll's head off. Oh my God, of course. I mean, it's Carter's house. There's got to be a gun in there.
Hail Satan.
Very Joker-esque.
That was a really fun movie. Reject Nation, I just want to take a quick second to thank today's sponsor because as a business owner, I am surprisingly not the greatest at handling and tracking finances. It just doesn't come naturally to me. I can definitely have an oversight when it comes to certain things, and I'm sure you can relate with this. I hate the feeling of paying for something that I just haven't thought about in a while, or worst, I just keep forgetting to cancel. Procrastination is the name of the game. And that's why, before we ever partner with today's sponsor, about a year and a half ago, I started using Rocket Money. I'm glad to have this ongoing partnership with them because I already use their products, so it just makes it a win-win. But seriously, they've been a lifesaver. Rocket Money is a personal finance app that simplifies managing money by canceling unnecessary subscriptions, lowering bills. Rocket Money does the heavy lifting by analyzing your spending, then customizes notifications to help you stay within your budget goals. Over 74%, not 75, 74% of people forget about subscriptions they don't use. I was paying for things I don't even remember subscribing to. Free trials will do that. One of the best things about Rocket Money, they found those things and canceled them for me effortlessly. What I really love about Rocket Money is organization. It puts everything in one place. Imagine just seeing all your subscriptions, and with just a tap, you're able to cancel the ones you don't want. It even compares your spending month to month, keeping you on track for more financial success. Money's the name of the game. Rocket Money can also negotiate lower bills for you up to 20%. With over 5 million users and over $500 million saved in canceled subscriptions, it's helped people save up to $740 a year. Join the Rocket Money community and stop wasting money on things you don't use. Cancel your unwanted subscriptions by going to rocketmoney.com/rejects. That's rocketmoney.com/rejects. It's a great way to support the channel and a great way to support your bank account. Heck, it would even just help us out if you wanted to just click the link and poke around. Generous thing that you could do for us and for you. It's a win-win.
Yeah, that was awesome. Really good. No, not enough spiders.
Not enough spiders. I don't think I saw a single spider this whole movie.
Yeah, I felt like the performances were great. The story was interesting. I loved the dialogue, the visuals, the sound. It was like all the things that make for a really good horror thriller, serial killer movie.
Watch credits.
Yeah. What about you? Do you like it?
Hold on, I'm taking in the credits.
Okay.
I can't talk and
This is cool. Just
find out who the
very
line
simple
producer was.
black and red scroll credits. Interesting.
Oh, I see who the co-producer is. Very good. I'm glad
Sorry,
I'm
I
glad
like
we're
to
doing
give
this.
people their due.
I like how the
Such a short cast, right? Like we're not going to see
Did
more.
you
than
notice that the credits are going in reverse?
Yeah, I do. But their names are at the bottom going up. Yeah, very small cast.
There's stunt doubles in here.
That makes sense.
Makes so much sense.
Hmm.
Have you gotten what you wanted from this?
You just talk. We can just. I like it. Just to be like, why are you being so bizarre?
Like ambience.
No, I just like to see. You never know what could happen.
That's true. It's very true. Anyway, guys, we watched Longlegs. It stars Nicolas Cage, Maika Monro, Blair Underwood. So, my first question is, why us?
Why did they want us to watch this?
Why did people want us to specifically watch it?
Well,
why did the devil choose us for this movie?
We've done some horror movie stuff.
But this is so not like the fun horror movie.
Oh, I felt like it was fun.
You thought this was fun?
Yeah, because he's toying with them.
Yeah, but I wouldn't agree with you on the word fun. My God, you thought that was fun? That was like so dread heavy and
Dread, yes, but like so was what's that movie you made me watch that was so good, but I like
Talk to Me?
Yes. We've done movies like that, you know?
Yeah. But that's like about teens partying and like messing up. This is like a slow, deliberate serial killer investigation movie. It seems so like different than anything we've ever done. I was like kind of looking for that similarity of like, what was it about us?
Well, we've done a lot of horror
definitely
movies.
predicted way more right than I got right.
Yeah, I feel like I've been watching a lot of horror stuff. You know, the only thing I read are scripts. I read multiple scripts a week, so I watch a ton of movies. So I feel like I start to understand when in the editing process what they're trying to tell us sometimes, and sometimes I'm dead wrong about it. Oh, that's interesting. The Slider by T-Rex, which was the quote that we got from the beginning too.
Yeah.
So sometimes I pick up on things, and I wonder who Don Durbin is, because this is a memory of Don Durbin. Sometimes I pick up on things, and that I just felt like I for sure they were telling us this is this girl, this is her.
Yeah, you picked up on the visual cues of it. I thought it was great. I thought it was really great. I especially love how it's like actually setting up for a typical type of cop, hunting down serial killer story.
Yeah, like True Detective style story.
And yet it starts to like take inverses on things. You know, the serial killer goes to her house so early on. You're like, how is this possible? And then the whole thing with like devil, Satanism, cult. Most movies would take the approach that that's just that. They worship, but we're in the real world. And as the movie kept going, I was like, I wonder if there is that. I kind of doubted it up until like close to the last like 15 minutes of the movie when it became crystal clear. Like, oh no, there is a actual devil in this movie. There is an actual like supernatural entity, demonic.
But we still don't really fully know what it is, right? Like we know that Nicolas Cage was the man downstairs. We know that there's this voodoo element to it. And we know that he is working for who he deems to be the devil, but whatever like version of that there is.
Well, I would say the reality is that there's a real, like, actual supernatural thing that's going on.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, we don't know exactly what, but something.
Yeah, and I like that the movie decided to commit to that because there was always that tone, and I kind of just thought it was the tone of the movie because it's. But then they do have like kind of the hints that with our main character Lee, that she does have some type of like hyperactive intuitive ability that's borderline psychic, you know, which is already a little bit which I think allows it to sell on the Satanism part is real.
But when she sees things and she feels things and she senses things, we know she has a doll out there.
Yeah.
And that's part of the psychic ability is the voodoo to it all. And you know, when he says, when you decide to be a cop, we laughed.
Yeah.
And it's like he's been following her, but she's also
who's been living there this whole time.
Right.
That is so disturbing. It's a like the last
man
20 minutes.
downstairs.
Yeah, the last 20 minutes is a very disturbing reveal.
Yeah, that was really, really solid. Like excellent performances too. I mean, I feel like she sold this movie so beautifully. I'm curious what else she's been in. Because you and I both said we kind of recognize her, right?
Yeah, I can't pinpoint it. I don't know if she just has one of them faces. But yeah, she had it's a very body language performance. And like you kind of have interpretation of what her performance is early on of like this psychic ability kind of haunting her a little bit, like a medium in the field. And then as it goes, you start to understand what it really comes from. But, you know, she also carries herself as a very believable cop too. I think like when she has the gun, she's packing and everything, she's still very believable as a cop.
Cannot believe I didn't pick up on this. So upset with myself right now with who she is.
Who is she?
This is the effing girl from It Follows.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
Oh my God. The blonde girl?
Yes.
Oh shit.
That's so annoying. Wow.
There's a bit of an It Follows vibe.
Yeah. This is the blonde girl from It Follows, which was 10 years prior to this.
Wasn't she in another movie called like Watcher or something like that?
Let me see. But that's crazy because I just watched It Follows here.
Yeah.
Okay. She was in The Guest.
Oh, I didn't realize.
She was in Independence Day Resurgence, The Fifth Wave,
Solid movies.
God is a Bullet,
Sure.
Watcher.
There it is, that one. Heard that one was good.
Flashback. Wow. I mean, she's unbelievably good.
Now she's grown up.
Yeah.
You've grown up, Michael. Yeah,
she's
done a good
really,
job.
really good.
Yeah, I thought she was an excellent performer. Holy shit.
I can't believe I didn't clock where she's
I
from.
can't believe I didn't clock that either. That actually surprised me.
Wow. That's wild.
But yeah, like she was great. Nick Cage, what'd you think?
I think that he is such a, like, I don't know how to phrase this perfectly, but like an actor's actor. You watch him as a performer, if you are a performer, and think like, how the fuck is he doing this? And I think even if you're not a performer, you think that, but like, I think he's brilliant. I think he gives every inch of himself. Like, never have we ever seen Nicolas Cage ever, not once, phone in a role. Like, he just, you know what I mean? He just really, truly gives all of himself to it. I thought that was so good.
He just does. I feel like he doesn't care about being judged at all. Like he just goes he makes a choice and he commits regardless. And I think where he's at in his career is a really fascinating one because he's had that period where he became like the meme, but now he can kind of just do any movie he wants. You know, he could do like something that's like campy and terrible, or he could do a Longlegs. You know, like he could hop between all these different films, and no other actor really has that career right now.
The commitment is unbelievable. It really is. You hit the nail on the head with that word. It's like, man, he's just phenomenal. And shout out to the prosthetics and HMU team on this one. I thought they made him look so creepy. And a lot of acting is from a lot of it's from the inside out, but a lot of it's from the outside in. You hear a lot of actors that can't really get into the role fully until they feel it from the outside.
Yeah.
And he looked like your worst nightmare. He did. He was just, they did a great job with that. They had to cover multiple different periods here. And that's hard to do also as costume designers with the changes in dialogue, HMU, and they did a great job with that. Set design. Yeah, this had everything. This had everything to make a really, really, really good horror movie.
And the supporting cat, the other cop, the lead cop, black cop.
Yeah,
he's
Underwood.
Great. He's amazing.
He's really good. Blair Underwood. We've seen him in a million things.
He just brings that like believable, relatable cop personality to it, and I thought that ending was very tragic. Like when you hear the murder going down in the kitchen, oh man, that was just so heartbreaking.
So heartbreaking. Yeah, he's really good. He's got 100 credits.
I did predict the second they got to the house before they even went in that the family would die.
Yeah.
Hollywood.
Hollywood.
But yeah, and then
really good.
The cinematography on the film was also just so excellent as well. A lot of the scene, I felt like they had like specific color choices for everything. They would have scenes that were just perfectly yellow, other scenes that were
red,
really, like hard red,
yeah,
and blue. And I thought the choice of switching the camera, I haven't quite pinpointed it. Switching the frame. Aspect ratio. I'm still not 100. Someone can tell us in the comments. Still
it
not
was just the
100%.
flashbacks. Anything from
only the flashbacks.
Anything from the 70s was like that, and anything from the 90s was open.
Because of 70s movies and stuff.
Yeah.
Because that kind of like camera they had.
Yeah, that worked for me. I thought that was great. You want to hear some things?
Yeah, I like things.
You like things? This is a little goof. I think this is interesting. Despite the movie being set in the 90s, the theme for The Price is Right can be heard on the TV is the version that's been used since 2007.
Oh.
Got
Epic fail.
I think that's funny.
There was a lot of people in the audience that day.
Many of Longlegs' encrypted messages contain misspellings and poor grammar after being decoded. This is an homage to the Zodiac killer, who was also known for his coded messages containing typos, which often made it more difficult to decode his message.
Well, that's one of the things I liked about it was that it first feels like a true crime story. Even the way they like use the motif of the investigation photos, the snapshots of them, makes it feel real. Who doesn't like a good true crime series? And it felt that way. So I thought that was smart to immerse you into the reality before going into the craziness.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
I really agree. Despite the praise and acclaim of his portrayal of Longlegs, Nicolas Cage has stated this will be his first and only portrayal of a serial killer for film. In an interview with IndieWire, Cage said, "I know that the phone's going to be ringing off the hook to play serial killers after Longlegs, and that's not really what I like to do. I don't like violence. I don't want to play people who are hurting people."
Really? Him? Some crazy ass roles.
Yeah, he really has. But like
some crazy roles.
Think about like something like Pig, though, right?
I haven't seen Pig. I heard he's reasonably all right in that movie.
You're making a joke?
And I heard he's amazing in that movie.
You got to watch it. And I won't say what I was going to say.
He's played some psychopaths before. He's played crazy people before.
Nicolas Cage and Oz Perkins made the movie as a tribute to their mothers.
Oh, fascinating. That's a fascinating trade tribute of a film right there. Especially with what they do with the mom in this movie. Is a really weird tribute.
Weird. Longlegs quotes the poem Satan Says by Sharon Olds in his message. This poem is about a girl locked in a cedar box being told by Satan that he can get her out of the blasphemies against her family. She does so, but Satan then seals her in the box and leaves her there.
Huh.
Scary.
Satan's a bad guy. Can't trust the devil.
Yeah.
Trust me. He's dicked me over many times.
Like what?
I he took one of my French fries once.
Dickhead.
And you do not take one of my French fries.
This one's long but has a lot of likes, so let's hear what they had to say. While often compared to other great leading men due to his skills as an actor, Longlegs director Osgod Perkins recalled the story from production during an interview where he learned Nick Cage has a particular skill that he says no other actor possesses. The ability to recognize how high or low he's able to speak without messing up the audio. That's interesting.
Wow.
The story goes, according to Perkins, the sound guy came over to me one day. He comes up to me a couple of days into Nick being on set, and he's like, Oz, I've never seen anything like it. When Nick is mic'd, I'm watching the dials. When Nick goes big, he goes right to the line. Anything more, a decibel or two over that, and it would be hard to use. Then he goes down. He goes soft, and his whispering, he's barely talking. He goes right to the line. Anything past that line, you wouldn't be able to use it. He knows where the lines are. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life.
That is, I mean, that must be one of the many reasons people love working with him. Because, yeah, mic problems are a very common issue.
Tara and I also know where to go with the line. Not loud. Okay, this is, if it wasn't Nicolas Cage, do you know who Oz Perkins had thought about to play Longlegs?
Hugh Jackman.
Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt? Nah.
I don't think
so. That'd be kind of hard. I feel like it would have been a much more subtle performance.
I wonder why. Like, why Brad Pitt?
Well, I did get 7 vibes, so that could have been a fun tribute.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You did say that at some point. The movie had a
Brad
budget.
Pitt's- Have you seen Assassination of Jesse James?
No.
Brad Pitt's a pretty good villain in that movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think Brad Pitt's awesome. I just don't think of him as like kooky.
I feel like he could pull off a version of this.
Cool.
I do, yeah.
The movie has a budget of less than 10 mil, which is what it made on the opening day.
Wow, that's cool.
Good job, team. This is why horror movies make budgets. I almost just fell out of the chair.
Well, this is a cultural impact of a movie. It's got like a 95% on Rotten Tomatoes or something.
Is that true?
It's really highly rated.
Let's look.
Reasonable, decent audience score. I think the audience, this is the kind of movie I could totally see audiences not being too thrilled about.
I really like that.
Like filmmaker, cinephile people might really like this a lot.
Why wouldn't audiences like this?
I think when you advertise this
religion?
movie, I just think when you advertise this movie, it's like, those A24 neon horror movies. It's like slow and it's not full of like fun jump scares and stuff.
This is an 85% on the tomato meter
That's pretty good.
and a 60 on the popcorn.
There you go. That is a divisive score, right? That is lower than I thought it would be.
So the 85 or the 60 or
A
both?
60. That is almost a solid 50. Yeah.
I feel like the 85 is pretty low too. I know that critics are tough on horror movies, but that means that 15% of people thought that this was rotten. That's a lot. Like what? It was so well done.
I don't know, but what don't they like? Go to the negative capsules. Maybe we'll be like, yeah, you know what? That's a decently solid point. This one sentence I read of you.
It's not a bad film, but it's not the movie that influencers and marketing people sold us.
Oh, so that's an expectation problem based off of what you saw.
That's such a bad way to review.
Yeah.
Like you should have your thing taken from you. That's
Yeah.
crazy. Longlegs holds few surprises, a problem that originates on the page.
Okay. Sounds like you're being nitpicky.
As
but I haven't heard your whole review.
as a psychological horror, it has a tense start that sends signals to my spine with each of its questions, but unfortunately, its narrative loses its intriguing effect when it goes down the predictable paths of police thriller.
I mean, how predictable? I mean, some of the biggest plot points were able to be guessed in advance, but I still thought that the execution of them were still creepy.
I agree.
I think sometimes people don't like a movie when they feel like, oh, I've outsmarted the twist or something like that.
This one says, wanting to be a mixture of The Exorcist and Silence of the Lambs, this film aims high and just barely misses. Wow, all of these people are being so harsh. Not the score is harsh because what you're saying is not.
Well, I mean, I feel like it kind of negates the point. I don't feel like it's trying to be Exorcist at all. Like, that's kind of it's a super strange point to make.
Well, the one thing that I do think is that sometimes people don't like when things aren't explained, and like the balls, not explained.
Yeah.
The actual relationship with the devil, not fully explained.
But do we need that?
No, I don't.
Yeah. but those 3 people do.
Maybe.
Yeah. This isn't what my favorite TikToker told me to watch.
That one was crazy.
Yeah.
That one was crazy. There's more than that, obviously, but I'm just saying, I think some people, they do really want answers. It's like why some people are so upset about Lost, not just the finale, but like not getting answers to so many things. I know you didn't watch that show, otherwise I was just going to start referencing things. But people don't like shows and movies asking questions sometimes and not giving them answers.
Well, I feel like they answered all the things they need to answer.
They answered all the things I needed them to answer for sure.
Yeah, I don't care about I probably check out during the details of like whatever goes on. It's like, tell me what's in the computer, and like I'll check out of the details. Tell me like the main stuff.
Life leaves you asking questions, so it's okay for movies too. Like, what is that ball? How does that work? Is voodoo real here? Does she really have all those memories suppressed, or did she actually know some of them and she just couldn't get herself to say it? Like, I have so many questions, but those are what I should have.
Well,
I
like the idea of like the mom who like morphed throughout this. And she even sounds like she formed a relationship with Longlegs, like an actual like bond with him. Started living there,
Are you implying that they boned?
I wouldn't be surprised if they did.
It's crazy.
I know. What a trauma. I'd love a sequel to this. I love a sequel to like Her, at least.
I can't really see it because
Longer legs.
Well, because who now? She killed the mom.
Yeah, I know, but I still feel like this opens the door for like I like the world it's in.
You think it could be inside her?
Maybe no. I'm not saying you continue this exact story, but you can pick
somewhere
up
else. Yeah,
pick up with this cop character, this lead character later, and then some other case comes along. Like I like the world that. Oh, that's cool that you did your like your Seven movie, but put a religious horror vibe on it.
I hear you.
I think that would be a really neat thing. And she's just so good. I wouldn't mind watching her.
She is
again.
so good.
Yeah.
She is so good. And she was so good in It Follows.
I mean, she'd probably retire as a cop. I'd imagine being a cop, she'd probably retire. There you go. Anyway, this was no Abigail. This was no Final Destination.
Do you feel that way?
This was Longlegs.
But you didn't prefer this to those movies?
I wouldn't really compare them.
You just did.
But
You said this was
I
no.
knew this
so
was
I
going to
thought-
be a more serious film. I kind of use a fun movie in my life right now.
Yeah.
To be totally honest with you, I was like, all right, this is like really heavy, serious. They have families getting murdered.
But at least it was like the Nicolas Cage parts were fun for me to watch. Like
Yeah.
how kooky he was.
True. Yeah.
Unlike Talk to Me, which the whole time I was like, oh no. Amazing movie, but I just was like, this is so painful to watch.
Suffering. Someone doesn't like watching people suffer. You should watch Passion of the Christ. He's not in it.
Are you trying to get me canceled?
He's not in it.
You're killing me right now.
He's in Lethal Weapon. Alrighty, guys. Well, Longlegs, would you rate it a 60% or an 85? Leave your thoughts down below. Is it overblown? What is Arcadian? It's an AMC
I don't know.
Plus
I was
thing.
just looking at that. I was like, what the hell is
It's
that?
an AMC Plus exclusive. It's a Shudder movie.
Huh. I wonder how it is. Nicolas Cage doesn't stop working.
I mean, I think he needs the money.
Really?
Yeah. There's a time he went like completely broke.
But still now?
Yeah, I feel like he likes to spend money.
Okay.
Anyway, guys, thank you so much for being here. I hope that everything turns out well in your life. And pray. It might do you some good. Roxy, got any last words before we head out?
Actually, what this movie taught us is praying doesn't do you any good.
It's because they didn't believe hard enough.
Oh, believe in you shall achieve.
Exactly.
Oh, okay. Get your She-Jack stuff. Get your She-Jack stuff, or just clothes in general.
I think if you're not willing to wear that black sweater
RejectNationShop.com.
in 120-degree weather, you're not really rocking it. You're not really supporting it.
I'm willing.
Alrighty, guys. That's Roxy Stryer. I'm Tara Erickson. We'll see you guys soon. Eric Horseman.
Oh, Eric.
Take it away, John.
Eric Horseman, look. If there's anybody who... I don't even know what this movie's about.
Roxy thought it was about spiders, so...
After seeing it, she thought it was about
No, before watching.
Well, if listen, I know it's got some similarity to Silence of the Lambs. So what I think you should do is you should fly out here, and then we'll both try on some billowing, silk scarves, and we'll tuck our junk in, and we'll, dance at each other, and scream, do some kabuki, let out our emotions.
God, so hot.
And then you and I will go get a tattoo of each other's faces on each other's butts.
So long right now.
Then we'll also get a tattoo of each other's butts on each other's faces.
Oh, jeez.
And then
there's juice flowing
there's
out of me.
yeah, Juicy Eric. That's what we like to call you, because you're always secreting something or other, some
It's like
kind
a
of
spider.
pleasant fluid, just like a spider, just like the web weaver himself.
Just like the long legs.
Why don't you just, one day I just want to look up into the corner of the ceiling and see Eric in just like a milky, net of goodness, of Eric goodness.
I like where you're going
Just
with this.
watching us, just voyeuring over, every little moment in between shoots that the people don't see. Eric sees it. He's watching. He's got the long legs.
That he does, John.
And he's a daddy. I'll tell you that much. I'll tell you that much, Eric Horseman. I feel like my skull's on fire, and maybe I should get an STI test.
Like high school?
Yeah. We're gonna
scored.
get the
I didn't score high on my STIs.
Really? Oh. Yeah, I got all the STIs.
Okay, yeah.
I scored high in every section of the test.
That's good for you.
I went to
man.
my
Yeah,
doctor. They came back and they're like, "You got every one."
Oh, no wonder you did
right.
well in your STIs, because you went to a doctor.
That's right. That's right. I got
didn't do
help
well in my
from a
STIs.
professional, like Eric Horseman. He's a medical professional. I'm not going to do it. But you
Yeah.
can put it together.
Close it out.
I love you, buddy.